A man who snatched power from the people is not ready for whatsoever reason to develop or even help the people grow in the first place. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the president of Nigeria on the 4th of March 2023. And since the inception of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a president of Nigeria on the 29th of May 2023, Nigerians have not seen peace. Neither have they enjoyed their lives. Nigeria became poorer than when Muhammadu Buhari was in office. 100,000 naira in your bank account as of today is worth 10,000 naira. And this is not just the issue that I'm about to bring to our table this evening. The president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the CBN, has instructed all the banks in Nigeria to, as a matter of urgency, stop any withdrawal of foreign currency from the counter in the bank. If this is being achieved, then the next step that the government may take is to attack every dumb account in the country. This is in line with the agenda of the federal government to add value to the currency. But when you are not producing or exporting anything, how do you intend to add any form of value to your currency? According to the note, in compliance with a recent directive from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, we regret to inform you that SendWave, along with all money transfer operators, is no longer able to support USD transfer to Nigeria. We do encourage you to switch to sending Naira transfer instead. We understand you may have questions, and our dedicated support team is here to assist you. Please feel free to contact us if you have any concern. We apologize for any inconveniences and appreciate your understanding. When you look at this directive from the president and through the CBN, it is so laughable because this is not what many nations of the world have been able to do in order to add value to their currency. The fall of Naira to dollar is not as a result of the Bureau de Change guys. It's as a result of politicians who have stocked up dollars in some of their houses that they have built around the cities in Nigeria, as well as the negligence of the government invest in productive goods that will add value to their. Away from the issues of this CBN, the Nigerian Nursing and Midwifery Council broke the internet 2 days ago, and in their circular to all nursing practicing in Nigeria, they say that the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria has reviewed that Nigerians nursing and midwifery must have a minimum of 2 years post-qualification work experience from the date of ensuring or permanent practicing license before the certificate can be verified by Foreign Nursing Board or Council. This revolution was made on a circular titled Reviewed Guidelines for the Verification of Certificate with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria for practice abroad. Nurses who applied with provisional license will outrightly be rejected. It also disclosed that all applications who seek to relocate must have an active practicing license with a minimum of 6 months to the expiration date. The revised guideline, effective from March 1st, 2024, aim to strengthen the process and enhance the standard of nursing education and practice in alignment with global best practices. What is wrong with Nigeria? When you go to our healthcare, when you look at our healthcare sector, you will understand that Nigerian politicians and the government, they are not ready to add any value to our health sector. When you even look at the budget for 2024, it will juxtapose that the only thing that these politicians are known for is only to enrich their pocket. The president, Muhammadu Buhari, in his 8 years in office, was busy flying all the time outside Nigeria for treatment. Before leaving, he had this presidential medical center inaugurated, of which it was known that presidents and government officials will no longer be traveling out for any medical attention. But then, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into power, we saw that he traveled office as the president of Nigeria. And when you look at our nurse and midwifery council, when you look at all the nurses in Nigeria, you will understand that these people are not really well paid. Some of them, when they vent their anger on the government, like just what happened in Niger State, where Nigerians trooped to the streets to protest as a result of the hunger in the land. Police went after them and got 3 women arrested and over 10 other young men who went out to protest on that fateful. So many Nigerians are even scared to protest. Why? Because the government will clamp on them. So some of those nurses are trying to make life out of their profession, and that is the reason why after studying, they find their way to a country or somewhere where they can be paid for what they are offering, the services they are offering. In Nigeria, it will be so surprising to note that some of these nurses, their take-home salary is, some of them is less than the minimum wage. When you compare them with other nations of the world, you will understand that Nigeria is actually lagging behind. So many times we have seen them going on strike because of lack of payment or not being paid on time. We have seen pensioners, people retire and they are suffering, they cannot receive their pensions and all of that. In fact, look at our hospital set, very dilapidated. Go to our general hospitals, even our national hospitals, nursing and midwifery. Look at our federal medical centers, facilities for some certain kind of illness. You have a medical doctor or some nurses that have been politically motivated now have a medical center of their own, which they charge very ridiculous and pay their nurses very minute amount of money. So what you expect? They will move out of the country. So instead of you to encourage the government they made to those nurses and make equipment available for them to use, you are busy trying to stop them from moving out of the country. This doesn't make any sense at all. For every reasonable government, they try to make their citizens look more better, not to impoverish them. Anyway, what do you think about this?